Right, so setup wise, I said very, very good. Like I said, at the moment now with standard club, they get a little on the shorter side. There's a little bit of a reach there. As I said, you can still play with them. They're not going to inhibit you that much, but they're going to limit to what potential you could get to, obviously going forward. So I think, obviously, as you said, trying to find a club that's an inch longer than standard kind of thing long term, get yourself a set looking in sort of that regard there as a setup. Okay, but yeah, in terms of the swing, left hand one, as you can see here now. Again, good position generally, but that left arm now a little bit lower on the way back. Just meant your angles are a little bit sort of flatter and shallower, so therefore to hit the ground, as you'll see now as you start coming down, you get to there, you can see your head kind of this dropping down to try and get down. So it doesn't need a lot, to be fair, but okay, we only need a lot of movement to actually happen, okay? But you kind of got used to doing that, and again, sometimes if you drop there, you see your head sort of coming back up on the horizon of the fairway there, and so you kind of gone there, down, and then back up. So if we put a line across kind of horizon there, you kind of go, you start kind of just above it there, go down beneath it, then go down more, and then come back up to the side. So when you hit the golf ball, your face now, and it will start rising up obviously after the shot. There's a little bit of movement there, but a lot of that's just you reacting to where the club's going to come back. Is it going to come back too high, too low, too here, whatever, and making the adjustments, okay? So the practice swings for me are better. Getting that left arm a bit higher there, as you can see. And then swinging through with a purposeful movement in your practice swing, okay? Then as we step to the golf ball again now, we can see club there, a bit more across. There's your club there, and then there's your shoulders there. So you're a lot more in line there compared to that movement there. So the club now is working a little bit higher. Again, your elbow's not lifting up above it. You don't really want this elbow to be above that shoulder. So you want to be sort of lifting up this way to try and get that club up. It's just the angle of your wrist and the shaft there. If the club goes back what we call flat or behind you, then you start swinging low with your arms. If the club works up, as you said, that drill working up against the wall there, so when you've got a wall behind you here now, you're sort of swinging that golf club up to try and miss that wall and get the hands kind of on the wall here and behind you, but the club working just a bit higher, I suppose, to get a much more susceptible angle to come down to the ground. And when you do that, then there's no need to kind of, now you will drop a little bit because that's kind of your instinct to do that, you see, they sort of drop down the golf ball. A lot of that just comes when we're told the ball seems a long way away. Yeah. And if you top the golf ball, or you just catch a bit on the end of the golf ball, that's going to lead yourself to that likelihood of that sort of shot there, okay? So as you come back to golf now, good angle, good strike, twisting through, the follow through now is much better. There's a much more fuller movement. You're not keeping your head down as much, okay? And you're twisting through. Obviously in the practice swing, we need to kind of get better at avoiding that kind of thing. And I think your practice really needs to be, you stand to the golf ball and go like that and just sort of check this. And doing so, trying to maintain this posture on that line there, you kind of go back and get that left arm or the left hand, the hand on the arm above that right shoulder more. Imagine that wall's behind you. You keep sort of repeating this movement, okay? Not having too much of up and down and change of height, because the taller we are, the longer our limbs are, and the things that can go wrong. You'll be a long hitter. I mean, you hit the ball a long way now, but you'll be even a longer hitter as you get more and more into the game. So that strength will often be a weakness. Yeah. Balls can go a long way offline, unfortunately. If we get it wrong, it's like, woohee, red arrow display team. Okay, does that kind of make sense? And yeah, so the turn's looking really good from that sort of last we did a bit last time, okay? Making a really good turn now. Just got to make sure we get those arms there a little bit more kind of up here rather than too flat and a bit lower underneath your shoulder line, okay, mate? Okay. Good stuff, right?